All right, what's up? This is Joey Lutz. We are here at the gym. We are in preparation for a fight going down next Saturday in Junction City. It's going to be a brawl. We have Joe the Nose here. He's going to show us a few moves and probably make us look like idiots. So this might be kind of interesting. I'm Joey the Lutzanator Lutz, and this is the Wildcat 91.9.
This is Renee with the Wildcat 91.9, and we are here at the CSC in Manhattan for the VFC. Lots of letters. What does all this mean? What do you guys do out here?
Combative Sports Center, that's what CSC stands for, and this is a center to train in combat sports, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, mixed martial arts, kickboxing. We kind of cover all the bases here. Had a lot of fighters coming out of here recently, and pro and amateur, and really doing our thing on the MMA scene. The VFC acronym is Victory Fighting Championships, and we're lucky enough to have Victory coming down from the Omaha area into Kansas, and they're really trusting me and my guys to put on a good show and fill this house up. Come see the fights. Don't be cheap.
So there are a lot of different people here. I saw military folks, I see some students, I see some townies. Where do you find these fighters and what brings them in?
They find us. That's kind of the cool thing about the gym. You know, I have a secret. I don't really care that much about money. So I don't spend a lot of time trying to use this as a business. This is a place where I get ready for my fights. I get my guys ready for fights. And we have a lot of people that come in and train for all different areas, self-defense, physical fitness, and everything. So some guys out here take it real seriously and fight competitively. And then we've got a lot of students and everyday people that are just here to train and have a good time and get in better shape. Same time you get to learn how to defend yourself. It's a little sprinkle on top. So.
And I noticed you kept saying guys, but I do see a couple of women here. There are a couple of women fighters. There's one on the bill for the other night. So do they fight women? Do they fight men? And is that any different than the men who fight?
Women fight women, but sometimes the women grapple with the boys after the fight show. But on occasion. But mostly or always it's a female versus female, male versus male. There's also weight classes. A lot of people still recognize the really old rules when there was like no gloves and no weight classes, and it's not like that anymore. Now it's a sport. It's usually two gentlemen getting in there with an agreement that we're gonna fight, and one guy's gonna win and get paid a little bit more money, and then we're both gonna have a beer afterwards. So it's a good sport. It's a lot of fun. You know, there's a lot on the line because if you lose a basketball game, you know it's pretty easy to shrug it off. But if you lose a fight, you just lost a fight in front of a lot of people too. So there's a little bit more on the line, and that's kind of where the edge of the sport comes from. I think that's why everyone will enjoy it.
I was going to ask, so when you fight, does your mom or your girlfriend come watch you fight?
Both, actually. My mom and my girlfriend are at every fight. My mom's one of my biggest supporters, and she's also one of the biggest supporters of the venue's bar money every time because I think she's a little nervous, and so they're pounding drinks, having a good time. But yeah, she makes it out to all of them. She's a little shaky about it at first, but she's seen me win, she's seen me lose, and she understands, like I said, that it's a sport, and I've been lucky enough not to have some real serious injuries in front of her or anything like that. So so far so good. She's enjoying herself. So
it is a really fun sport to watch, and our chance to watch is when and how do we get tickets and how do we go?
August 26th. It's at the Marriott in Junction City, right off of 70, and it's also right outside the gates at Riley. That's one of the reasons we're doing there. It's a good central location to bring people from Manhattan and Riley and the other surrounding cities. To get tickets, you go to ticketexpress.com. You can come right here by my gym. Call me, 785-341-5196. Don't be a stalker. You can hit up any Briggs Auto location. You can hit up Ale House down in Aggieville, Nutrition Zone, Guerrilla Games in Junction City. Everybody's got tickets, and they are going fast, so get them. You know, it's 1 week till the show, basically, and we're pretty much out of the ringside seats and just dealing with general admission now. So if you want to get your seats, you better get them.
And you think this is going to be a really well-attended event? People seem excited about seeing fighting in this area?
Yeah, you know, we travel good. Our gym, when I fight in Kansas City, Omaha, all over the place, we always take 100, 150 people with us out of town like that. So coming here and all of us being able to showcase what we got in a hometown setting, really for the first time. This is the first time we all get to really showcase what we do as a team almost in front of everybody. And I think it's going to be a really good night for fight fans, a really good night for fighters, and a good night for the area in general. Because if this goes good, I think VFC would like to come back. And, VFC is not just one of these everyday average shows. You know, it's one of the biggest shows, if not the biggest show in the Midwest. They're constantly sending fighters to the UFC and all the big shows. And we're lucky to have them coming down to Kansas to let us, put on a show and represent our state.
Well, the Wildcat 91.9 is awfully proud to be involved with you, and we're excited to see it. In a few minutes, you're going to show us some moves on some of our 91.9 guinea pigs.
Right, yeah, somebody's going to sleep. I heard somebody's volunteering. Somebody's got to go to sleep. Let's do it.
I'm Mary Renee for the Wildcat 91.9.
I'm the Lutzanator, and I'm about to get choked out. So just get ready for a ride. I'm not going to be awake here in a second.
Alright, hey, check it out. This move, we call this move the rear naked choke. It's a very common move. You see all the time in fighting. I've gotten around behind my opponent. I'm on his back, and I'm going to be able to sink in a chokehold here. And normally the guy would tap out, but he told me he was too tough to tap out. So we're just going to go ahead and let him fall all the way to sleep, and then we'll wake him right back up, and it should be really good entertainment too. I'm professional. Do not do this at home. We have been trained hours and hours of military training to be able to do this. Okay, so you don't know. This isn't okay to do. It's not a parlor trick. It's going to be funny still though, okay? Alright, so I'm on his back. I'm going to reach one arm across his neck. Put your arms out like Frankenstein for me. Both of them straight out. That way I know when you fall asleep, okay? I go one arm across his neck. I want my elbow in line with his chin. I grab my bicep and I put the other arm behind his head. And now when I squeeze, he'll start to choke, okay? He's going to choke. It'll just take a few seconds and then we'll see his arm start to fall. And he'll go completely to sleep.
I just went to sleep.
That's how it's done.
This place is a house of pain, a house of fear. I just went to sleep.
That's how it's done.